Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene, and let's get started. So, today I have a conversation I want to talk about Luigi Mangione. I hope I said that right. Luigi Mangione, the guy who took out Brian Thompson, or is accused of killing Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Now, right now, his attorneys are seeking to have one of the most important charges against him dismissed, and that is the federal murder count, because that one carries the death penalty, where the state charges where he's being booked, the New York does not have a death penalty. All right, so this is, I hope I can cover this subject matter adequately. All right, first of all, Brian Thompson was killed in New York. Luigi was not arrested right away. He apparently left the scene, allegedly, if it's really him or not, because he's pled not guilty. And you are innocent until proven guilty. 5 days later, he was arrested in Pennsylvania. Okay, you have reasonable cause to get an arrest warrant to go to Pennsylvania and make an arrest and extradite him back to New York, where he can stand trial in that jurisdiction. That's all fine. But remember, there's a process, and this is why we have laws, because apparently our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, and the link is in the description box below, is calling for the murder of him for the death penalty, and saying this was a political assassination when neither person was political, but that's how Republicans lie to make this a political issue, because there's no sympathy on their side right now. They stand for nothing except causing pain. If you want to win the people's vote over, change your message. All right? And that's what Luigi is doing. So, did he commit murder? I don't know. That's for a jury to hear. However, he does have rights, the same as you and I. So, when he was arrested, apparently, he was never Mirandized. He was denied his Fifth Amendment right, and anything that would incriminate him would be inadmissible under the fruit of the poisonous tree rule, which means any evidence obtained after the illegal act by law enforcement is inadmissible in a court of law. So there was no search warrant, yet they went through his backpack and things. Excuse me. And if there's no search warrant for his personal items, then you can't go through it, period. It's an unlawful search and seizure of person or property, if the defense can prove that. But I think this is a big Gestapo move by the government, trying to politicize this by just taking people without due process, like they're used to doing so far for the first 8-9 months that Cadet Bonesburs has been in office. So, if he did it or not, that's for a jury to decide, but it's also for the Justice Department to act accordingly by the rules. All right? So, what are the defenses? Can you say self-defense? I don't know. Was he immediately threatened by Brian Thompson? I don't know. But we do know that United Healthcare is notorious for denying claims. And if you're not paying out on claims, and claims could be, I need this prescription, or I need this test done, and you deny that, that's money not being spent. That's more money in profits and put in your pocket. How many people is Brian Thompson responsible for killing because of denying their claims? So is Luigi's defense in defense of others, because that is a legitimate self-defense rule under murder. I mean, there are lots of other things we can talk about here, but basically, Pam Bondi's comment about this being a political incident is a perfect example of what I talk about, how the top, people like United Healthcare, the billionaires, are using the left versus right to divide us. Because now you have Pam Bondi violating the 4th and 5th Amendment of the Constitution. You have her publicly calling for his execution. Do you think he's going to get a fair trial anywhere with that kind of rhetoric coming from the Attorney General? And again, using the left versus right, pitting us against each other. But here's the thing, and I'm going to end with this. We're going to go off on a little side road, and I'll stop because this is important. This is where voting your best interest comes into play. And this is where the hypocrisy that I see drives me insane. Because I have people here, even family members, I don't want government-run health care. You can't afford the health care here. I'm in Arizona. I live close to the Mexican border. Do you know how many people I know that go across the border for their health care to get their prescriptions and dental work? Because it is so much cheaper. And it's socialized medicine, guys, down there in Mexico. So you're a hypocrite. Why would you not want that here for yourself? But you'll go across the border. And if you live near the Canadian border, how many people go to Canada for their health care? Because it's the same. It's socialized medicine according to the Republicans' definition. So you guys are hypocrites, and just use this example. Stop and apply critical thinking to where the problem really is. Let's stop letting them divide us and do what's best for us. You want to save money? How many people have filed bankruptcy every year in the United States for medical bills, even though they have an insurance card? Hundreds of thousands. So I don't care if Luigi did it or not. Let's focus on the real problem and stop letting the top using the left versus right tool to divide us. Love to know your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section below. As usual, be kind to one another. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you don't miss when new content comes out. Thank you very much.